It is strange that a man who offered hope as his big idea when he got into office is leaving it, having to persuade European friends that things aren't as hopeless as they appear. The staged setting for Obama's second day in Athens was the Acropolis, which afforded him the opportunity to look like a philosopher pondering on the democratic crisis, which many fear is facing the United States and Europe. First, he said that if American citizens wanted to challenge the Trump presidency on any number of issues, democracy allowed them to do it.
Any result of an election or any legislation that has proven flawed can be corrected through the process of democracy.
And he said, without specifying how, that politicians need to do more to spread the wealth around, so populists like Trump can't gain the initiative.
We have to make sure that trade works for us and not against us, and that means insisting on high standards in all countries to support jobs, strong protections for workers.
But Obama saying goodbye like this, saying he did it his way, has proved less of a victory parade in Athens than he would have hoped. In the square outside Parliament, there were two main opinions. One, why didn't he do this 5 years ago when his opinion counted? And second, that the Trump plan to cut taxes for Americans should be repeated here, where tax rises to fund the bank bailout have crippled working families.
He came just when he's no more president anymore, just to be the good guy and say what he really thinks.
Trump will be better because Trump is a good businessman.
It seems Obama's apparent love for Athens doesn't count for much when many see his administration as part of the system that drove Greece into poverty. The point, of course, of the ancient Athenian city-states was that it offered the demos, the people, a close-up view of the decision-making process. By contrast, the globalized world of today tends, as Obama said, to leave people disassociated from power. Yet, identifying the problem isn't really the same as offering a solution to it, and that's what seems to have left the door wide open to the populist right wing.
Zito, Vielas.
So the long goodbye goes on, full of warnings as to what might happen to Europe if the centre cannot hold and the relationship with the US falls apart. Once upon a time, Obama looked ahead of the curve. Now, perhaps, he is behind it. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, Athens.